What's up, guys? Welcome back to my Dolphins Syndicate. As always, I'm your co-host, Donovan Quick, and today we're going to be talking about which running back would we rather have on the Dolphins, Josh Jacobs or Dalvin Cook. And, because the Dolphins are in need of adding running backs, good running backs this year, and without having a pick in the top, 50, it's going to be hard to try to find a solid running back that could start for this team and be successful. But there's plenty that are going to be on the market. One of them being Josh Jacobs. Now, he just led the league in rushing. We know he's a decent receiving back. He showed a lot more this year that he can catch passes out of the backfield. I believe he had over 500 yards passing as well, catching. But that's not his specialty. His specialty isn't that. He's a between the tackles runner, really good vision, and I think he would fit really well on this team, especially with the zone run scheme. Now, however, on the other side, you have Dalvin Cook, who is known for his hands, has incredible speed, but also has kind of the injury bug. He always has something with his shoulder. He did have, I think he played 16 games, maybe all 17 games this year, but he did injure the shoulder where he missed at least half a game to a little bit more than half a game. At the very least, I think he actually missed a game somewhere in the year because of that shoulder condition that he has where it constantly dislocates. But he's a tough dude. He's also from down here, him and his brother. They train with the same trainer as Tua, Nick Hicks. So, that being said, that's maybe a good connection there as well that he can develop over the offseason, always training with Tua, always training with Nick Hicks. So that could be something to explore as well. And with Dalvin Cook, you also, his speed compared to Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs is fast. Dalvin Cook's like another level of fast. And then he also has much better hands than Josh Jacobs. On the other hand, because of that shoulder condition, Dalvin Cook also does have fumbling issues, and he doesn't block as well as Josh Jacobs. And, it's kind of like you would love to have both of them, but can you really have both of them? So with Josh Jacobs, you get a pure runner, you get a decent pass catcher, a good blocker, and someone that'll fit really well in this scheme. He just ran for almost 2,000 yards or a little over 2,000 yards, something like that. And I think it was like 1,800, but still, he led the league in rushing on one of the worst offenses in the NFL with Derek Carr, who I told you guys yesterday about. Absolutely just awful season for him. Whether he comes back from that awful season or not, up to him. But Josh Jacobs, coming off, he declined his fifth-year option, and he played like more than half the Hall of Fame game, and everybody's like, oh man, this guy's done. He's done. His career gone. Down the garbage chute. And he's like, bro, I'm 25 years old. What you mean I'm done? I ain't done. I ain't done till you say I'm done. Or till I say I'm done. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. But anyways, he just absolutely put on a show this season. Now, I hope he kind of keeps up that pace and doesn't return, because the difference between is we've seen, 3 years of like semi-good play, kind of mediocrity from Josh Jacobs, and then just boom, bursts on the scene. And then you have just absolute, monster years by Dalvin Cook, always consistent. Just, an absolute monster. I can't really say anything else. Like, if you wanted to give me top 5 running backs, I would straight up tell you CMC, Saquon. Then after that, it really goes Dalvin Cook, Josh Jacobs, throw Joe Mixon in there. Joe Mixon might be on the market for trade. Who knows? You're talking about getting a possible top 5 running back in this league. And it's really tough to really say why not. Like, go spend the money. Like, if we're really chasing a championship, if that's really what we're doing here, and we're writing blank checks, we wrote practically a blank check to Tyreek. We practically wrote a blank check to Teron Armstead. I mean, made those two guys the highest paid at their position. Xavier Howard, same thing. He was the highest paid at his position also. Uh, Byron, when we signed him, he was highest paid at his position. So we're not afraid to spend the money. Cap is also like you want to think cap's an issue. Cap, if you guarantee someone's contract, these guys are going to be looking for longer term contracts. Maybe Cook a little bit less, because he more so probably wants to win a championship because he already got paid, versus Josh Jacobs, who needs to get paid. So maybe that's another reason to go Cook versus Jacobs. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think we should go after Josh Jacobs, Dalvin Cook, someone else? Is there another running back that you think we need to go after? Drop it down in the comments. Let me know. And, we'll discuss it. We're not afraid to discuss these kinds of things. Even bringing Mostert back, I love Mostert. He also has kind of an injury history, but he's an awesome runner. He came on really strong at the end of the year. Jeff Wilson Jr., I'm not as excited about. I like him. Tough runner, awful hands. Savon Ahmed, decent hands, good blocker, great runner. Especially against the Bills. I don't know what he has against the Bills, but they stole his lunch money when he was a child. He's a different running back when he plays against them. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Love you guys. Don't forget, like, subscribe, ring the bell so you can get notified when we drop our videos. We're going to be dropping them between 12 and 1 p.m. Monday through Friday, and on the weekends it will vary. But let me know if you guys want videos on certain guys. Do you have an eye out on someone in free agency? Let me know. We'll make videos on them, go over them. I'll do my research to see if they're friendly to the team, if they'll fit our scheme, if the money's right. I'll do my research for you guys. Let me know what you guys think about these two guys. Let me know if there's anybody else you want me to go over. Love you guys. Be safe out there, and don't forget, tell somebody you love them. Deuces.